Let's go deeper into the topic of just transition in Europe. In the early 1960s, for the first time in world science, publications appeared which alarmed that human growth and technology would have a serious negative impact on nature and man. This was the period of post-war recovery, and most of the developed world was preparing for a global economic growth through powerful industrialization. The Europe 2020 strategy of the European Union, adopted in 2010, calls for improved coordination and linkage between different policies and national strategies, including the policy and strategies for balanced and sustainable regional development within the European Union, with a view to achieving three mutually reinforcing priorities: smart growth, or the development of an economy based on knowledge and innovation; sustainable growth, or promoting a greener and more competitive, resource-efficient economy; and inclusive growth, or stimulating an economy with high employment rates, leading to social and territorial cohesion. The Paris Agreement in 2015 was a climate change conference in which countries reached a global agreement with balanced results and an action plan to limit global warming well below 2 degrees Celsius. The European Commission calls for Europe to achieve climate neutrality by 2050, which is consistent with the Paris Agreement objectives. The EU is committed to reduce its greenhouse gas emissions up to 95% below 1990 levels until 2050. The interdisciplinary and cross-sectoral approach to setting the targets for economic development and the protection of the environment is related to new technologies for the development of the energy sector, including renewable energy sources. It also includes the development of the circular economy and the more efficient use of resources. In recent decades, a significant regulatory framework has been put in place to support their implementation at both European and national levels. The Just Transition mechanism is a key tool to ensure that the transition towards a climate-neutral economy happens in a fair way, leaving no one behind. It provides targeted support to help mobilize around 55 billion euro over the period between 2021 and 2027 in the most affected regions to alleviate the socio-economic impact of the transition. The program covers EU members as well as countries in the Western Balkans who have a separate initiative for just transition of co-regions, together with Ukraine. The following diagrams explain key points about the Paris Agreement.